I think the race will be running. Let's see what happens. So they kick away, and where does the pace come from? Benny the Dip going on, Singspiel in second, and Mick Kinnan's got Desert King at the back of the pack, and Bosra Sham sitting on the outside in third. So they go through the first furlong at what looks a good pace, with at the front end Benny the Dip leading and Willie Ryan, clear by a length and a half. Two in second stage Singspiel, and then we've got Bosra Sham in third, and fourth of the four Desert King, and not really helping his cause by fighting. They're well strung out. There's about 7 lengths between first and last. They've got a mile to go, and it's Benny the Dip stretching clear by about 2.5 lengths to Singspiel in second and Bosra Sham, and then much better settled now is Desert King, fourth of the four, past the 7, and it's still Benny the Dip that's stepping on the gas here, clear by 2.5, and they come down to the so vital 6 marker, and they're passing it now. And it's Benny the Dip in the lead, and it's probably on about 55-second speed here. Singspiel is in second, and then Bosra Sham in third, and then we've got Desert King in fourth, and Willie Ryan seems to be slowing it down as they come to the top of the home run. They're past the 5, and they're on the crown of the turn now, and it's Benny the Dip leading, showing the way. Singspiel in second. Now Bosra Sham is in third place, and it was a slow early pace of 57, and on the outside Desert King tries to come with a run. So Singspiel should be suited by that slow early pace, and here he goes. They come down past the 3. Singspiel in the lead, Benny the Dip in second place. Bosra Sham wide, plenty of room, and no critics here, surely. Comes under pressure, Desert King is getting closer. They come down past the 2, and it's Singspiel, went badly in the market, but look at him come home now. In the lead, Benny the Dip, Bosra Sham. Here comes Desert King on the extreme left, and they're starting to bunch now. They come down towards the final furlong. It's still Singspiel who has the edge. Bosra Sham in second. Back in third is Desert King, the outside of Benny the Dip, but Singspiel's got the race sewn up now, clear by 2.5 up to the line, and it's Singspiel who takes it. Singspiel, Desert King through for second, Benny the Dip in third, and Bosra Sham fourth of the 4, and so Frankie Dettori wins the Juddmonte International. Win number 1, Singspiel, colours of Sheikh Mohammed. This horse has won the Japan Cup and the Dubai World Cup, and so many people thought he had such a hard race at Ascot, but he probably did, but he's come back to win this at a phenomenal 4-1. Frankie Dettori's ridden his 113th winner of the season, and that slow early pace certainly set the race up, as Michael Tanner was so right. He advised it was Singspiel, and well, you'd be admitted to be a brave man to go against him in the ring, but tactics proved king, and Singspiel comes home the winner. Second horse home was Desert King. Didn't really help his cause by pulling so hard early on. That slow pace didn't suit him. Those 2 seconds didn't help. Third was number 3, Derby winner Benny the Dip, Willie Ryan's man, and another chapter has been written into the book of Bosra Sham, but fourth, only fourth, in the Juddmonte International.
Singspiel, a colossal price. It was a 5-2 best price in the offices this morning. The horse that won so much money, the Japan Cup and the Dubai Champion Stakes, is returned here in a 4-runner race at 4-1, clear second favourite. The runner-up Desert King went off at 6-1. The Derby winner Benny the Dip was third at 9-2, and they sent Bosra Sham off the 5-4 on favourite Bosra Sham, and she's the 9th odds-on chance beaten in the Juddmonte International. Stagecraft was odds-on, and Cacoethes, Oh So Sharp, Arteus, Trapen, Grundy, Rheingold, and the great Brigadier Gerard in 7-2 were odds-on. 4-1, Singspiel.
Well, a wonderful performance from this horse. He's been all the way around the world. His biggest success in this country comes just a few weeks after putting in a wonderful performance at Royal Ascot, where he finished fourth in the King George, and he was always travelling well. Benny the Dip set a good strong gallop, then they slowed up slightly and allowed this horse to have a little bit of a breather, and just about a furlong to run, just having to be kept up to his work by Frankie Dettori. This horse, as Desert King, eventually came out of the pack to take second spot, but the race was all over at that stage. What a brave horse this, and both himself and Phil Sudsky, well, they've really flown the flag in the last 2 seasons for the older horses.
A delighted cortege escorting Singspiel in, and well, it's a bit sycophantic, but poetry in motion. Dettori on a horse. This is a wonderful little horse. He floated down the post, and that twirling action. I've done it again, Mum. Well, Yorkshire winners are widely acclaimed, but Frankie's a very popular rider in Yorkshire. Very popular. He did a lot for Yorkshire Racing Club when he was an apprentice at Luca Tumani's, and this will be richly received. John, did it ever cross your mind to do anything like that when you were
Never had the
riding?
energy to do that, so never mind actually getting perform it and really getting the crowd